Starting with the 2015 edition of the Aspen Leadership Gala, Aspen Romania intends to bring recognition to activities and initiatives which Aspen Fellows put forward in creating social and civic change. It gives me great pleasure to invite Mr. Roberto Musneci, board member of Aspen Romania, to present this award to one of the 4 nominees of this year.
Mr. President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, again this year as well is a great pleasure for me to address the social action. Last year I did the young leaders, this year the Aspen Social Action, which again is very clearly written in this leaflet what is the aim of that program, which is the need for balancing disparities in vulnerable communities in critical areas of social development. Now, our economies generate growth, generate opportunities, generate wealth, and at the same time generate disparities. And balancing disparities, it's not the monopoly of any particular ideology, but it's definitely monopoly of all those who share a love for civil liberties, for freedom, for democracy, and in one word, if you like, for mankind. So my short message to Claudia and Claudia, if they're still there, it's really don't lose your faith, because project like this and the one that you have described, that you showed us this morning, exactly goes in this direction. Now, the programs that I will briefly mention, and then those who develop this project will briefly present, there are 4 of them. They basically, as well as in previous years, address the areas of social disparities, address or try to make a little difference in those areas which are a blockage, which block social mobility. You will see projects in relation to education, to peripheries. In fact, some of the projects that we've seen this morning at the young leaders group, and one of the projects that we'll see in a few minutes are exactly addressed to peripheries. And there is no much difference in a periphery in Berlin or in Romania or in Italy, where I come from, or a banlieue in Paris or in London. There are commonalities in what are the characteristics of these peripheries. And one of the projects, at least, that tries to address and make a little difference in those areas. Others will foster creativity, and you will see all of them in a couple of minutes. Now, all these projects basically create opportunities, motivate, inspired me and many others, and address these inequalities with real practical projects that make a little difference in the areas or the places where they insist. Now, without any further ado, I would like to call, if I may, if that's the first of the 4 projects that you will see in a minute. It's called EduCaB, and I would like to invite Mihai Lupu on the stage. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Mihai Lupu, and it's an honor for me to have the opportunity to represent a project that I very much believe in, and it's called EduCaB. That stands for Educational Capacity Building, and it's a concept that we are implementing in Romania, Nepal, Indonesia, and Bangladesh, with pipelines projects in Senegal, in Uganda, and recently we are working on starting it in Tanzania. But first of all, I want to congratulate all the persons that were awarded this evening during this nice gala, and also to salute everybody from this year's Young Leaders program that are pretty amazing, these people. Also, I want to say thank you to Claudia Serbanuta, who actually nominated this project for this award. And also I want to say thank you to all of you who took your time to read what all these 4 projects that were nominated are all about. And of course I want to salute all the 3 projects that are, the other 3 projects that are nominated here. Just a few words about EduCaB. It's a platform actually, it's not an NGO, it's not a company, it's an interinstitutional platform that aims to build capacity on existing structures. This is our aim in Romania, this is our aim in Nepal or elsewhere, because we trust that governmental structures can serve better the communities where they are located. And of course we've started with those that for us were the most versatile for non-formal education, that is libraries. But of course we can add other layers like small to medium museums. And just to give you an impression of what we are doing, for instance, in Romania we are tackling 800 communities, most of them rural, where we are trying to do through our partners various projects, for instance, media literacy, I don't know, Speakers Arena, that is public speaking modules, handmade social entrepreneurship projects, not to mention trying to cover the basic needs of the libraries, books, furniture and computers. In Nepal we have 2 construction works rebuilding 2 schools after the earthquake in 2015. In Indonesia we are working in an island in 5 communities that are pretty remote and the lack of any education means and water supplies and so on. And in Bangladesh we've managed to open the first public library that is privately financed in the country. So for us it's a matter of getting more people or creating the opportunity for more people to actively participate to the life of their communities, to the life of their country, and at the end to the life of the planet. Of course this is a process that takes time, but I'm glad that I'm part of a project that builds this. So I'm very much inviting everybody to join in if interested, and once again thank you for those who took the time to read what we are doing. Thank you.
So practical projects stemming out of major considerations. And the second project that we would like to present to you is called Made in Social, and we'd like to invite Lucian Gramescu on the stage. Lucian?
Good evening. Made in Social has its origin in the first moment when a team of 3 founders 6 years ago decided to open what today is the Impact Hub. And the main reason why they decided to do that was that they noticed that social businesses, social enterprises that are selling products and services to create workplaces for people who cannot otherwise get them, to direct resources as social causes, are having a very, very hard time to actually become businesses and move away from social models. And they decided, we have business skills, we have experience, we have contacts, how can we use those to support social businesses? And Made in Social is basically what we are doing today to support that cause. Because social enterprises since then have evolved a lot in Romania, in numbers, in business models, but still, what is very little known is that most of them are struggling financially. Profit is very, very far away from being a reality. And we also noticed that those who are actually getting to that place and being successful are those social enterprises who have learned to work with bigger organizations, with institutions, with corporations, basically doing the business-to-business part of their activity. Not many are succeeding in that, so Made in Social focuses on this aspect. How can we support social businesses to become social to business providers of services, of products, on a day-to-day business as usual approach to working with corporations and other businesses. For that purpose, we've worked through training with 20 social businesses that we've identified and selected, by promoting them, but most important, by getting them together with representatives from various departments in corporations, hoping to see that collaboration will actually start popping up. And I'm happy to say that after Thursday's event, the first meeting of this sort that we organized in Romania, we have 10 social enterprises who have been contracted. And just this evening, before coming here, I've met one of them. I'm quite happy for having closed the contract of 1,500 euros. That's not a large amount, but this is a social enterprise who had a revenue of 30,000 euros last year. For them, that's 50% of their last year's business, and we believe that's important and that's impact. So beyond this evening's award, our invitation for you is to visit the madeinsocial.ro website and connect with us if you feel that your business, your organization, your institution has an opportunity to work with any of those social enterprises, because there are many opportunities to start going from business to social to business and changing the way we create value in the community. Thank you.
So, marketing social enterprises, badly needed, and closing with a great pitch, in fact. And the third project that I would like to present is called Targ.Balci. Unfortunately, none of the representatives could be here with us, but we do have, I understand, a small film on the project.
Good afternoon from Brussels. I'm Daria Catalui. I support Danube.EDU NGO, and tonight I would like to endorse the Targ.Balci.Fest project for three things mainly. First, it is driven by young people. Second, it has a very good impact on the community and on the region overall. And third thing, it proved to be sustainable during the last years. This prize tonight would be a good starting base for the 2017 edition. So this is why I support it. Thank you very much for your trust. I wish you a nice evening and season greetings in the same time.
They're not here because probably they were spread across all the various fairs that are present in Romania, particularly in this part of the year. The fourth and the last project that we'd like to present you is called the Mothers Club. And I would like to ask Raluca Negulescu to tell us a bit more about that.
Good evening. I'm just a spokesperson for a group of women who are living only 15 minutes by car from here, in a periphery, in a ghetto, which is in Bucharest. You've all heard about Ferentar. It's one of the poorest and most marginalized area in Bucharest. And when you hear that, something pops into your heads, mainly hopelessness. Well, I'm here to tell you that there's a lot of hope in this community because people living here are struggling every single day to change the situation they are facing, extreme poverty, marginalization, and sometimes even the stigma of their ethnic identity. The Mothers Club is a community organizing initiative. It's a civic initiative group that started almost 4 years ago from the desire of a group of mothers to change the living conditions for their children. They are meeting every week, we are talking about issues, and you know that in Romania it's so easy to talk about problems. But we don't stop here, we talk about solutions. And we go even further. We take these solutions and we make them reality. So in the past 4 years, these women have been changing the face of Ferentar. They are improving a community, and they are an example for me and for many other people who are working in the civil society. They are my inspiration. They taught me about resilience against all odds. They taught me about empowerment in the true sense. Thank you very much.
So again, resilience, not stopping against our odds, that's called leadership, in other words. And really quoting my friend Florin about consistency, the consistency of these 4 projects compared with those that we've heard this morning from the young leaders and other projects that we've developed, not only in Aspen in Romania, but also in other countries where Aspen is present, is remarkable. So there is a consistency across territories, generations, and, if you like, the whole Aspen universe. Now, I'm due to announce the winner of these 4, but once again, I repeat that personally, but also others believe that really each one of these projects would really deserve to get this title. But the winner is EduCaB and Mihai Lupu.
Well, thank you very much. Mulțumesc că ați avut încredere în noi. Thank you for believing in what we are doing. Actually, I have to confess that when Claudia was telling me that she wants to nominate this project for this award, I told her that I don't want to nominate it. Because for me, it's clear that it's not about us. It's about those persons that we want to ultimately serve there in the communities. But then she said, no, you have to be there, and we have to create the opportunity maybe for other people to join in. So for me, actually, this is an invitation, another occasion to invite you to join what we are doing, because it's a long-term thing. And actually, one of the things that we are saying in presenting this concept is that we are putting the energies of the society together. It's from little things like, as a company, you can give away 20 chairs, and we multiply by 50 companies, NGOs, organizations that are doing this, to organizations that are scaling up their projects that usually are happening in places where it's easier, like in centers, like in Bucharest. For instance, in a day like Monday, right? In Bucharest, probably there are happening 40 events, 30 events. If we go 5 kilometers away, not more, nothing is happening for a whole year. So it's a matter of how do we scale up those projects that are happening in Bucharest or bigger cities. If we are talking about other countries, of course, we consider other cities, to scale them up in those smaller communities. This is what we are working for. Thank you very much for trusting us and giving us this award. Once again, congratulations for the amazing job that you guys are doing in various communities, and I hope we can work together in various capacities. Thank you very much.